Sorry about that. Thanks for telling me I was muted. All right. So what I was saying is, I saw this VR headset set up where you run around in like this bowl with slippery bottomed shoes, and so you're almost like a rat running around in a ball, and you play like FPS games like that. So you're running around in the maps according to the VR, what it's telling your eyes. But in real life, you're just running around in place, and it just like has a harness on you, and your legs move, and you're like running around in the game. And my wife is very much against me playing video games, and for good reason. I used to be very addicted to them. I have addictive personality, and I have big dreams and important deadlines to meet as far as hitting certain business goals and being able to provide for family and get our own house and stuff. So I have to stay focused. But it might be cool to play like virtual reality FPS, where I'm running around for my cardio. It might it might be like a fun way to get good cardio if I'm able to like run in these games and I'm physically running in real life. I think that could be kind of a cool thing to get my workout in, and it wouldn't even feel like I'm working out because I'm just like playing a game. But maybe that would take a lot out of me, like building up my adrenaline stuff. Maybe I'd feel very fatigued after. So I don't know if that's actually a good way to do it because it sounds like it could be pretty intense because it's so immersive. But I mean, it's something to bear in mind, at least for people with weight problems. Is a great way to motivate them to work out by implementing a type of virtual reality like that where you're getting exercise. I guess another great way would be something like augmented reality (AR), which can be like with your phone or whatever, and it uses the camera of the phone to film what the phone's looking at off the back side of the phone, and then your LCD puts like 3D characters onto the environment that the phone's filming. So when you look at the phone, you see like a Pokemon on the ground. I guess that's how that game worked. Um, so that can get you out and about around town, and I guess that could be taken a lot further and turn that into like a FPS game and stuff. With your phone being like the crosshairs of your gun, and you like run around shooting stuff. Although you'd look retarded if you're like just in public, like running around fierce, like intensely out of breath, just some fat kid like running into the street getting hit by a car. So I don't know, like augmented reality seems really sketchy as far as looking like a weirdo, but I mean, if it's getting you outside, that's got to be a good thing. You're getting sunlight, vitamin D, you're getting exercise, fresh air. So I don't know. These are just some thoughts I'm having about how technology can be used to cross over into exercise and health and outdoor stuff. Although my original thing with the VR playing a FPS game here in my room in front of my desk, um, that wouldn't be getting me vitamin D or fresh air, but at least it's gonna make oh, it would make getting cardio like less boring, I guess, because you'd be like playing a game while you do it. But I don't know. I see some downsides to it. Like first of all, it's like $600 just for the VR stuff. And then to get the running in place set up with the harness and everything, that's going to be another probably $800. So I mean, you're talking over $1,000 just to make your twice a week cardio a little more interesting. That's an hour a week. I don't know if that's really ever going to pay for itself. Plus, the running in place setup with the harness and the bowl you run inside and the special shoes, that would take up a lot of room. So you'd have to get it out of the closet or where, the attic or wherever you're going to store it. I mean, that's a lot of space. You'd have to store that somewhere, and then you'd have to drag it to. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. Too much hassle. So I like it in theory. If you had like a really big house and a dedicated area, you could just walk over to that area. But if you have to move it into your cramped office every time and then somehow store it afterward, that would not be worth it. So I guess in my situation, it would not be worth it. But it's just kind of a cool concept for people to get exercise, though. And I think that's kind of the point of why they made it. Plus, it's more immersive than just pressing forward and like sitting in a chair with VR. I guess VR is supposed to get you standing up, right? I mean, you're supposed to be like interacting with a virtual world that gives the impression that you're actually in the world physically. That's the difference between that and like a PC game. You're physically in that world. But the idea of having to have a big room or some kind of container so you're not like running into walls and flipping over your desk as you have no idea what's going on around you. I don't really like that. Like it feels like VR you have to have a lot of space to work with.